Okie dokie. I'm pretty stoked on today's practice. It should be a nice, fun flow, get the body moving to wrap up our week. You'll just need one weighted item that you can hold overhead. We'll demonstrate using both a kettlebell and a dumbbell. But let's get started with a warm-up. We're gonna start on our backs. Starting on our backs, take a few deep breaths and then we'll start reaching side to side using the legs, getting some rotation through the hips. After you've done several of those, you're going to have one of your reaches roll you over, press up into your crawl position. And from here, we're going to do some rocking back and forth, pushing those hips back, rocking in to your wrists. If you would like to do some waves, maybe arch the back and extend. Get some flow through the spine. Okay, so lots of different ways to work through that. From there, we will push back into our low kneel position. We're going to come up and into our lunge, extended reach. Four to five of those on each side. And add some pushing back into the hamstring. All right, come into a deep knee bend squat. We'll drop, come to standing, come down, back into our toes. You can lower all the way to the knees. Come get those ankles warmed up. And finally, we'll finish with low kneel to tall kneel, focusing on flexing those glutes and pulling the core in as you reach overhead. I'll do a side profile. Tailbone should be tucked, rib cage pulled down. Do 5 of those. And that should be good to warm you up. All right, prep circuit, you'll need that weighted object. You're gonna start out with some deadlifts, and then you're gonna do some side bent sit to lunge to windmill. So a little bit of flow just to get us out of the gate. So starting with your deadlift, remember that is a hinge. So pushing those hips back, letting your chest fold, and come to standing by pushing the floor away. Side profile. All right, 10 of those. Then we'll come into our side bend sit, 90-90 position. You're gonna hold that weight on the same leg of the leg that's back. Come into your split kneel, step around into your lunge. And then from here, press overhead, go into your windmill. Re-rack it, step back, rotate sides, rotate sides. Press overhead, lunge. So especially for the warm-ups, I'd recommend starting nice and light with this weight. Okay. You'll do 4 per side on that, and we're just going to go 2 times through on that prep circuit. All right, so the skill we're working on today is a snatch. So I'll demonstrate with a kettlebell and a dumbbell because the way you would snatch these 2 objects is a little bit different. So if you have an object like a kettlebell or like a laundry detergent bottle where the handle and the weight are offset, a swinging motion is usually going to feel more productive. And if you have an object like a dumbbell or a medicine ball, you're going to do more of a snatch where that weight is close to your body. So I'll demonstrate with the kettlebell first. You're going to use your single arm swing with a high pull to get the weight overhead. So that's your single arm swing, right? That's your snatch. Okay, so that's the snatch. For the exercise, you're gonna snatch overhead and then do a lunge. If you don't feel comfortable doing a lunge with the weight overhead, re-rack it to here, then do your lunge. So it'll look like this. All right, so that would have been 2 reps. I'll demonstrate the exact same moves using a dumbbell. So instead of using that swing to create momentum, I'm going to use more of my traditional clean or deadlift motion with extension through the feet. Okay. So, okay. That's my snatch. From here I can go into my lunge. Can also re-rack it, lunge from there, okay? Snatch is definitely a challenging movement, and if you feel unfamiliar or uncomfortable with this movement, all of these can be done as a clean as well, which I think most of you following these videos have at least done before under our supervision. So on a clean, you're bringing the weight just to your shoulder. It's a more stable position for the body. Sorry, we're doing lunges, not squats. Clean with a kettlebell. Okay, so those are both viable options, cleans or snatches. You are going to do 5 per side, and then you're gonna do a plank. Right, forearm plank is the preferred, making sure those glutes are turned on, you're pushing the floor away. You can also do a plank from your knees or elevated to make it a little easier. You're gonna rest a whole minute before you repeat that circuit, okay? All right, we're gonna finish this off with a body weight flow done in an interval style. You can definitely get your heart rate up pretty high flowing through these activities, so take it at whatever pace feels comfortable to you. You're gonna work for a minute and then rest for 30 seconds to a minute. So if you're feeling like a pretty conditioned person right now, 30 seconds rest should be plenty. If you feel like you need a little more rest to recover before you do your next set, take more, like closer to that minute-long rest. All right, so the flow, we'll do it slightly at an angle. Demonstrate. so a lot of movements in there. You're doing a quadruped rock to mountain climber, and then you're gonna do tripod transitions, and then you're gonna do a prone get up and either a squat or a squat jump, your choice. I did 2 of everything. You can also do 1 of everything, kind of depending on how you would like to do that. All right, I'll demonstrate one more time.